Yeah, hello guys, and welcome back to the Banks and Vegeta Show. How is everybody doing? Hope everybody is fine, man. And welcome. This is the second episode for the year, bro. Man, like
Yeah.
Vegeta. How you
Hey,
doing,
what's
G? How you
happening,
doing?
man, bro? Yeah, bro. I was looking forward to this episode because on when did we play Arsenal? In the weekend, right? On Monday, I
Yeah,
was cooking them.
yeah,
So,
yeah. We're cooking, we're
but
cooking,
at
we're
the
cooking.
same time, something else was happening, and I was
I
like,
know, I
oh,
was getting humiliated, man. I was getting destroyed, man. Man, those teams they messed me up, man. Honestly, we are going to
I
get into
literally had to tell Timber, chill, bro. We'll talk about it during the show. Timber was so angry.
I was fuming, bro. Like whenever I think about it, man, like the way we lost, it's not even just about the way we lost the game. Like sometimes I can deal with the lose, but when I see something whereby I can sit down and spot the wrongdoing from the game, and the manager is not saying it, that pisses me off. I've been saying it like the way they set up. I know for sure that no, it's going to be a long day. Even with the fact that we went, we took the lead first. I knew that, man, we are not having a good game. I knew because we scored the goal against the run of the play. So I was always expecting Barcelona to get a goal, but man, like 9-2 in two games. They've beaten us 9-2.
Yeah,
9-2 in
bro.
two games.
Maybe it's the curse of Mbappe, bro, because that
Bro,
man
man.
scored. I saw him and Vinny doing this, bro. These guys
Yeah,
scored. Everything is good. And then Barcelona came fiam fiam.
man. Bro, it was 1, 2, 3, 4. Four. Man. Now we'll get into we'll actually create we'll have our time to talk about that. Maybe by then more people will be in the show as well.
Yeah,
But
a lot of
bro,
people are looking for you.
yeah, I know they're looking for me. A lot of them they're looking for me. They're waiting for me. So I want to just give them that opportunity. Let's kick the show off with Arsenal being out of the FA Cup. Like Vegeta, on that day, I watched your preview video you made. You made a
Yes.
complaint about Bayinda, of
Ah,
which
yes.
I will not really. Um, I think I understand you. Talking about Bayinda, I'm not sure of him or whatever, but bro, that guy in that match, for me, it easily is the man of the match. Like he got for me, I think it's not even a 9; it was a 10/10. And before I ask how you feel about the game entirely, because
Mm.
sometimes it's not about qualifying to you. It's not about qualifying. It's about qualifying and the person you actually beat to qualify. You know. So I would say, Ben, I watched the game. Ben had an incredible game, man. I think it should be starting tomorrow for me. No, tonight. For me, I think it should start tonight.
He's the man of the match. But you know what, Temba, United is a weird team because our strikers and our goalkeepers have been exchanging hands between playing good or being
Yeah.
very rubbish to
Hmm.
the point where they've divided opinion. Some people are like, play Bayern Dia, Onana is crap, he's in trouble. Other people are like, he had one good performance, one bad one. We still have to see. Even the strikers are the same, bro. There's some people who are like Rasmus over Xerxes, and then Xerxes performs in the same match, by the way. Xerxes
Hmm.
also had a brilliant game, twisting people's ankles, bro, not making
Bro,
setting
man,
players,
sending
bro.
people to Marseille, bro.
Bro, and
Like
now people
what
are
he did
saying,
what he did to Saliba, what
yes.
Zexi did to Saliba is not being talked enough, honestly. Because I got to see that clip, I think on a short, YouTube short. I saw it. And I like so there's a moment like this in the game, and nobody said anything about it. Man send him back to not even not even France, Marcel, the club
I
he
won't
was
lie.
playing for that sent him back.
People
You
have
know,
been getting cooked in games because this just yesterday we saw Trossard cook Pedro Porro, bro. It
bro,
was terrible,
bro,
bro.
almost
But
broke his ankle.
going back to Bayern Dia, bro. There are people agree with you, Temba. Funny enough, in the fan base that say Onana is in trouble. Because even though Bayern Dia can't kick, which we saw in that game, his goalkeeping fundamentals are far better than Onana. So he's a better goalkeeper. Which ironically, when we had David, people were like, "Yeah, okay, he's a good goalkeeper, but we want a person who can kick." And then we got
Yeah,
the person who can kick, and we realized, oh my goodness, we actually need a goalkeeper. So it's
yeah.
just funny to me. We had a shot stopper, we got rid of him to get a
Mhm.
kicking person, and now we're trying to replace the kicking person with a shot stopper who can't kick. United fans, bro. I think these are the real cycles that we go through. Where, like for instance, we'll say Bruno is terrible. We'll get a different type of number 10, and then we'll get a similar profile to Bruno to replace that guy, bro. Only at Man United, bro. But yeah, no, I definitely think that Bindia was the man of the match during
Yeah,
that game. Uh, the saves, bro. There was the one chance that Arsenal created where the ball was dinked over the defense and then Rice
yeah,
headed
yeah, yeah.
it.
Yeah, he
Point.
saved it.
I
You
guarantee you, if that
yeah,
was on
Anana.
Nana, this is what you would have seen. This is what you would have seen.
Honestly. And you know what, Venita, about that boy you talk about now. When I
Yeah.
saw that ball, I was saying to myself, I said, these are the kind of saves David De Gea would actually make. That kind of save, whereby you give up as a player, then you see um De Gea saving that ball. And that's one for me. I think that was the best save he made. That's one. That one was one whereby that
Yeah,
would
it
have
was
gotten
point
Arsenal
blank,
back
bro.
to the game. But
That was reactions, bro. That
man
was
saved it.
if you
Man saved
don't
it.
have cat-like reactions, you can't do it, bro. Because
No,
I
man.
think the thing that affected my opinion of Bindia is that when we were playing, I think it was Spurs that he played, like the game. It
Mhm.
was Bindia and Foster on the other side, bro. And these guys were almost having a competition for who can make the worst mistake, bro. And when I saw that, I was just like, yo, like, and the funny part, Timber, sorry, I have to give you context. I
Yeah.
was fed up with Onana at some point, especially after the whole Champions League
And the
thing.
funny,
And this guy was just chilling on the bench, bro. And I said, surely Bayern Dia can't be as worse. And then this guy came and started competing with flipping flipping Foster for the West one. And I was like, this club has to be cursed, bro. But I guess at the same time, I think it was Mark or somebody who said that the problem with us United fans, sorry, is that we almost are too reactionary in the sense that we don't wait to see a few games before we make a judgment, which I partly agree with because United fans, we don't operate with balance, Temba. We operate with extremes, right? We either don't give a person enough time, like Joshua Xerxes and Bindia. We just
Mhm.
call them crap after maybe one or two performances, or we give a person too much time, bro. We see the nonsense, and we
Yeah.
keep saying season after season. An example of that is Marcus Rashford, bro. And
Yeah.
we put whatever list of reasons for why we should keep that. There's never a okay, let's give them maybe like like City fans will say let's give them a season because it takes them one season to get used to Pep's system and then they become okay or they fail. We don't
Yeah.
do that, bro. We don't say let's give them a full season. And on top of that, the players we are giving up on are the players who aren't even starting. So Bayern Dia doesn't start for us. So he doesn't
Yeah.
have enough games to get used to his defense and actually make the mistakes like Onana. Because Onana made plenty of mistakes, bro. I think that's the
Yo, he
difference
does.
between Onana and Bayern Dia is that Onana has almost been given enough time to make the mistakes and almost get used to commanding his back line.
Yeah.
Whereas Bayern Diaz coming in cold. You feel me? He's
Has
like
not. He has not.
he's just oh dude, we're playing an FA Cup, you're playing type of a thing. But it also
Mhm.
speaks to the faith the manager places in him because he announced it in advance. The Bayern
Man.
Diaz. That's the only team
Man.
news we got. Bayern Diaz
Yeah.
playing. That's where my video comes in. I'm like, what is going on, bro? We just
I
had
saw you.
the performance of our life with Liverpool, and then you change the damn goalkeeper.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
credit to
But
Ruben
I agree with
and
you. I agree with you
Bandia.
though, because for me, I think they should give Bayindal at least 3, 4, 5 games to play. You know, that was one thing I would say. Give him that time. Let's see what he is all about. But now, how did you feel beating Arsenal? Like, how did you feel beating those guys
I'm gonna get
to
into us, and I feel
qualify?
like this is gonna be cooking 2.0. But shout out to Mark in the comments. Mark, you weren't here earlier. I did give you your flowers, bro. I gave you your flowers in the sense that you were the one person who's always said we don't have the right amount of patience with these players, and we're too quick to write them off. And even sometimes, I think I'll even go further to say that because of your fabrication history, you know yourself, Mark. We sometimes doubt you because you'll bring a suggestion, and then we'll be like, nah, bro. But then sometimes you get it right, bro. So I'll give you your flowers. You know me, bro. I'm not afraid of being wrong. Um, and for saying it on camera, I'm always there, bro. The one thing you can't say about me as a host is that I will always say something on camera, and if I'm proved wrong, I'll say the same thing on camera. So my apology will be just as loud as my disrespect, as they say. So I'll give you
True.
those flowers. That's me.
True.
As for us now, bro, I know they want to Spurs and they're happy. Okay, let's put that one aside, bro, because people said we're getting cooked, bro. They said we were 13th. They said, hey, bro. First of all, Ruben, bro, shout out to you for figuring out how to deal with these damn corners, bro. And shout out to Harry Maguire, who another person that every time, bro, Harry Maguire, I've forgiven him, Timber. I think I forgave him
Hmm.
like a year ago already when he was still playing under Ten Hag, and he was playing good. I think last season, me in my opinion, before he
Yeah.
got injured. And a lot of people, for whatever reason, whenever any manager chooses Maguire, it's just like me with Bayern Dia. It's like, yo, Maguire. But shout out to Ruben, shout out to Maguire, bro, because Maguire performed, bro. And those guys, that whole coaching team and the players figured out how to deal with the corner thing. Because the one thing I said, bro, if you can go back to my videos, I said Arsenal weren't good when they played us and they beat us 2-0. I said we just didn't know how to deal with that set piece. And credit to them, bro. That set piece was effective. It killed Spurs yesterday, bro. You saw the set
Yeah.
piece with Saliba.
Yeah. What's
So
up?
I'm not gonna take away from Arsenal and their set pieces. But the one thing I said was if we were set up better and our players were actually trying, we could have
Hmm.
given them a better game because they weren't doing anything against us in that game. So even coming into this game, bro, and any game, bro, I want to say any game that involves Arsenal, even if we lose, I can't fear Arsenal. So beating them, I felt vindicated because exactly what I said, I saw it. These people were looking for the corners, Timber. I saw them
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw
They
it.
looked for them, bro, and they were not getting them. At some stage, even Bandia came out to get us a throw in. Those guys looked. I saw the one time Timber looked disappointed. It was a throw in and not a corner, bro. I said these criminals, bro. And then on
Yeah.
top of that, bro, some envelope was exchanged because that
Honestly,
referee
there's no way. There's no
was
way. I'm sorry. There's
high,
no
bro,
way.
because
No. Honestly.
you can't let our players get roughed up and then you say play on, and then when our players do almost the same thing, yellow card, bro. And then you're giving double yellows for things that are not double yellows, bro. That referee really tried his best. He gave them 7 minutes at the end of full time. Seven, bro.
Yo,
From
I
where,
was
bro?
asking. I said, who died on the page that this man is giving 7 minutes? But now, this thing you just said right now, it brings me to the next thing I want to discuss because I don't just think it's just all about the referee having a bad game or just. Do you
It was not
think
even a
there's
bad game,
actually an agenda right now from the ref against United? Because I don't know, like when you look at the games, you want to say, okay, it's just been inconsistent, but no. Do you? We have been seeing this game after game it's happening. Wrong calls being given to United. Like if there's some ways they can actually cancel goals that United scores, they will do it. So for
bro.
me, do you actually think now there's an agenda
Timber, it's not even
against
now, bro. It's not even now.
United?
Is Mark still in the comments, bro? He'll remember this, bro. It's
Yeah,
been
it's still there.
happening for
Mark is still there.
It's been happening for the longest of times at this club. I remember there were times where we'd score a goal and it's a legitimate goal, Timber. And they'd spend like 5 whole minutes freeze framing it, zooming
Looking
in, trying to bro. And then when we get like a foul, no VAR, no, not even a playback, bro. So we wouldn't even get like a replay, just as people at home to see was it offside, was it a foul, same like I said, the same fouls that other teams get given yellow cards for, or
Mhm.
they don't call it for against us, bro. And it's almost like, bro, do our plays need to get broken before yellow cards come out? Because I've seen some horrendous fouls against United
Honestly,
players, and then people
honestly,
will say Bruno is crying, and I'm like, bro, Bruno's a person, Like I get that
like
the
man,
crying thing is what he's known for, but as a human being, bro, if I'm in a situation where there's rules and they only apply to one person, at some stage, even I'm gonna be like, bro, what about me, bro? So what are these
Mhm.
rules? Just is there a contract that says rules apply to Vegeta only? Like, show me the contract, bro, because these rules must apply differently to United fans. And then on top of that, when I think there's a show on Supersport that I watch where they bring in a ref to
Um,
analyze
which one? because
There's a
there's
one
two
where
of yeah, Michael Owen and Howard Webb.
the Michael Owen one, bro, where they bring
Those
a
two are
ref, bro,
rubbish.
and
They're
then
rubbish.
the ref and Michael look at the games from the weekend with where there was controversial calls. And look, it's
Mhm.
not just us. Don't get me wrong. I watch mainly United games, but I've seen other teams also. So the refereeing in this league already is crap, but it's worse against us, in my opinion. But these people will sit there, bro, and when they're being asked about certain teams' calls, the one thing that pissed me off was the one time they said, "No, it depends on how the referee sees it." I'm like,
Just
how can you
imagine.
have subjective rules, bro? How can it be how the referee sees it, bro? You can't imagine you get arrested, bro, and they say to you, you know what, you're going to jail because that's how the judge saw it.
Yeah.
No, never mind how what the law says. The judge feels because he doesn't like you. This is how
Uh
he
huh.
saw it. And then
Yeah.
another person will take your crime and do it. And they say, you know what? According to the law, he's not guilty. What?
Yeah.
Bro, even you would be like, nah, bro. Is this racism? What's going on, bro? Like, and that's the problem I have with the refs in this league. And then as fans, I feel like also we're at fault because when you bring these things up when they happen to your team, you'll be like, you're sour. You want to banter me for bringing up the ref. And I'm like, bro, wait until it happens to you and it costs you either a title
A point.
or a cup final, bro. And then you're gonna also be the one complaining. Now, at
Mhm.
least we are not complaining about balls. We're not saying balls
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
we're not complaining about the rain because we experienced the same rain as the other team. And
Yeah.
we were down to 10 men, mind you. That's how much this referee tried to help
Yeah.
Arsenal. And
And that
my
was why I
team,
said, that's why I said maybe there's an agenda because we have been seeing this, man. I know they
and
get calls wrong. They get, I like, okay, take for example,
yes.
United versus Crystal Palace, the one that they sent Casemiro off for red card. Casemiro was holding the guy's collar, the collar. But we saw, well, I don't know if it's Jordan Ayew was like choking Fred like this. Yet
Mhm.
in that same frame, whereby VAR went to go and check, they checked for Casemiro holding a collar, gave him a
Yeah.
red card. Whereas there was somebody choking somebody and did not get even a yellow. So this is something that I've been seeing and I'm taking notice of it. I'm like, okay, maybe it's not just it's now an agenda. But what could be the reason why they'll be having anything against you? I don't
I'll tell
understand,
you
man.
why, bro. But to even add to what you're saying, bro, it became so bad. Like you're saying, Casemiro was starting to get reds. Even Wan-Bissaka was getting a lot of calls of like he was getting yellow cards. It affected their game, Timber, because I remember Wan-Bissaka used to like doing the scoop tackle, but there was a
Yeah,
point where he was getting so many yellows or fouls called against him. He almost hesitated, bro. Like he'd see the danger, want to do it, and say, nah. And even Casemiro, bro, there will be times where usually his thing is I cut the danger out. You see, like how Ugarte is.
yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah, yeah.
I cut the danger out, I clear the ball. And then
Hmm.
because of the red cards, Casemiro almost was stuck in his head, bro, because he started doing this now. And
He
people were
dropped
just
his game
fussing.
as well. Yeah, yeah,
So that's when I realized, no, bro. And the reason why, me personally, and people say, everybody says this. Nah, bro. These people hated Sir Alex, bro, because and I guess this is a negative but a positive thing at the same time. Alex terrorized this league, bro. Even the referees, he called them
hmm
out, he
hmm
scared them, bro.
hmm
And now that the boss is away, all of these rats are coming out now, and
yeah,
you know they think they can do whatever, bro. Because like in life, there'll be like the person that is respected, and then the minute that person is not here or
yeah,
like feared or respected,
yeah,
people will feel like, let's just do whatever. It's like mommy and daddy are not here. We can
yeah,
treat these people the wrong way. So I just feel like, bro, there's a level of hate, bro. That's why they call us. They say, loved. We are loved. We are hated. We are never ignored, bro. We are never, like never, never.
hmm
No matter what happens, bro. We are 13th, 15th, I think now at the moment.
yeah,
And even if like whatever's happening to City happens, the news headlines will still be about us. They want
yeah.
to talk about us, even when nothing is happening, Temba. So even
It's
with the
news.
ref,
It's
it
news.
feels like whenever they see that they're going to ref a Man United game, these guys get excited. It's like a school trip to them. Oh, United, bro. These guys, bro.
Honestly,
I'm
man.
going
Honestly,
to get
man.
them.
Because let me just say something. Do you know that Casemiro? all the game he played for Madrid, he never got a red card. And that was what Ten Hag said. Ten Hag said Casemiro played everything he played at Madrid. He hasn't he did not get a red card. But he has come to United in the space of 1 month. He has got he got 2 red card. It was crazy, man. It's not they don't even hide it anymore. They don't hide it anymore. Now,
Bro,
Vita, moving on, man. We have been seeing this guy called Marcus Rashford because this guy somehow just tried to make things by him, all about him. You guys get a good game, positive result. All of a sudden, you start hearing stuff about Rashford going to turning down Saudi Arabia, turning AC Milan. All of a sudden now, AC Milan, they came in for him. Then Kawaka also became available on the transfer market as well. So AC Milan decided we are going to prioritize Kawaka over Rashford. I've seen many people, United fan base, screaming. I'm saying that no, AC Milan are rubbish, man, for choosing to go for Kawaka over Rashford. And for me, I don't blame them for it. It is what they decided. They believe they need Kawaka more over Rashford. But do you see this transfer happening?
uh, yeah, the Rashy one is starting to feel like it might not happen. But look, I'll react to the first part of it where people are losing their minds. I think one, AC Milan is confused. How
Mhm.
you go from a left winger to what does Kyle Walker play? Right back?
Right back, yeah.
Those are two different positions. Did you not know what you needed? Or are you guys moving on PSG time where whatever the new shiny toy on the shelf is, you're trying to get that? If that's the case, good luck to you guys. We've been down
Mhm.
that road. It doesn't work. You have to have a plan, bro.
Yeah.
So if they feel like I don't know what's going on in the Italian league. So that's another thing. If AC Milan needs a right back and it's more of a priority now because maybe there's injuries or I don't know, then I understand. But to just go from Rashford to those are two different profiles, Timber.
Yeah.
How do you even explain that to your own fans? So let's take away the United fan thing out of it. Milan fans are seeing news of Rashford, and maybe they believe that this guy could be good. I mean, look at what Squad is doing for Napoli. You know, it proves that just because they crap for us doesn't mean they'll be crap for the other team. I mean, we had people
Mhm.
from our teams go to Italy and win leagues. So maybe
Yeah.
the Milan guys are thinking, this is a good deal. And even United fans, bro, we just want to get rid of this guy at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And we thought,
Yeah.
so Milan is just confused. You're wasting our time, bro. If just buy whoever you want to buy and move on. And at the same time, Rashford also doesn't know. He says he wants to play for England, but when teams are coming with offers, he doesn't want to go to them. He's
Yeah.
confused because
Like
the
your
one thing I
Dortmund
can
and
tell you
them.
is Ruben doesn't want you, bro.
Mhm.
You are choosing to stay in a relationship where people don't want you because of maybe money or you're comfortable or it's not for the right reasons. I know
Yeah.
that for a fact. So
Mhm.
because of that, I don't know, bro. And for me personally, I didn't see Dortmund happening because maybe a loan, but they wouldn't have given us like a loan to buy thing. And also, those guys are cheap, bro. Those guys are always
Yeah.
trying
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
like
They are cheap,
this
man. They are
team.
cheap. They are cheap.
Juve also decided to change targets. They were also these Italian teams are just
The end of Kolomuani. Like it's
these guys are
crazy,
just
man.
confused, bro. In my
It's
opinion.
crazy.
And then who was out?
Another thing I think is also the Rashford wages, man. Honestly,
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
taking
yeah,
those
yeah.
the Rashford wages as well. So that's the thing.
But Temba wouldn't I would agree to that if the other target wasn't Kyle Walker. You get what I'm saying? If the other target was some left wing or center forward, like Colomani I can get. He's a center forward. Rashford says he wants to play center forward even though he can't. I get it. If it was the same profile or same part of the pitch, I'd be like, okay,
Mhm.
maybe the wages thing was a bit much and they couldn't find each other. But to go
But
for
they, they,
Kyle
they,
Walker,
they, they said they were willing to pay, I think it was 165 of the wages for Rashford. You know, they said they were ready to pay 165 for, but I don't know why that deal is not happening. Though it will be the way it's going right now. I don't
but that's why
see
I'm saying,
if
bro,
it's going to happen.
like also it's easy to say it's Ineos, but like even Milan, let's look at Milan, guys. We can't let
Mhm.
other people also people like to use our name, Tim, but let's not get we
Yeah,
still trying to
true.
find Schneider till today. Schneider, you
Yeah,
remember?
yeah, Snyder.
We're
Yeah,
still trying to find him.
Schneider.
We're gonna be linked to what's his name, Frankie De Jong again. I'm telling you.
That
So
is the problem.
people
They
mustn't
like they
forget
like
that.
using your name, man. They like using your
Yes,
name.
because
Even
the moment,
I'm sure all of Colomwani was one of them. Colomwani United. Colomwani bid close to United
yeah,
close.
bro.
All of a sudden, Colomwani went to Juventus.
Because, bro, think
And
about it. Our name helps people to bargain.
mhm,
It
mhm,
helps to sell papers. Like, bro, like I said, even if we're crap, bro, having our name there, and also United fans are desperate, Timber. So any sort of positive news for them, in this case, selling Rashford is positive to most
yeah,
fans. Like I've listened to a lot of channels. Some people have tried to play devil's advocate for Rashford, and a lot of people shut them down to say no,
straight up, man, straight up, man.
sell this guy, bro. Get
Yeah,
rid of him. So it's not even fans are desperate, bro. We're 15th. We don't, this guy coming back makes no sense. I think he's back in training or something. I saw somewhere. I said,
he's training
yo,
alone.
why?
He's training
That
alone.
he must,
He's
bro.
training
And
alone.
I said, bro, if for whatever reason, if Rashford is the reason why, if he's the bottleneck for why we can't sell him, hey, bro, let him go play some under 21 football, bro. Enjoy his life. We're still gonna pay him. But I don't want him to play to be for free. I don't want this thing of he goes home and plays Fortnite because we are trying to punish him. No, bro, go play football. Just go play for
But
under
but but
21.
but it's crazy, man. Like he's doing the same thing Sancho was doing, whereby United were playing games. Sancho was at home playing FIFA. Now, but because the way I'm looking at this deal, I'm seeing clubs are coming, but I think Rashford is going to make that deal not happen. Honestly, Rashford is going to be the one. If this deal does not happen, I'll blame it on Marcus Rashford. Because if you are saying as a player you want to play in the World Cup, you want to play in England, you need to play games.
Yeah,
So
bro.
you need to play games, and you should be willing and ready. If it's about Dele Ali was took a pay cut to go to
But
clubs like your Everton because he wanted to play.
I want to
Just that
play, bro.
he is going through the one he's going through, you know, else going through, he's going through his like it. Sure,
Personal
you get.
stuff. Yeah.
So if you want to, we want to play football. We have seen players like Coutinho. Coutinho went to Barcelona, added money from his money to leave Liverpool to Barcelona. We have seen it happen. So if you really think you want to play in the next England World Cup, in the next World Cup, you want to play games, and what you want to do is that go play somewhere.
But bro,
Napoli
Temba, like,
went from wanting Rashford to wanting Garnacho right now.
bro, but are we surprised with Rashford? Because this man likes to make speeches and interviews, and then the opposite happens. That guy told us, if you doubt me better, I will prove you wrong.
Better,
Wara, wara,
man.
wara, wara. And then only for him to be crap, bro. It's like whatever Rashford says, you're gonna get the opposite. So if he's saying I want to play for England, he's really saying I don't want to play. That's what I think because I don't trust anything that guy says because he says one thing and does the other. I'm fully committed, and then next week you add a club the day before a game. It's like my brother, you can't say left and go right. It's impossible what you are doing. So that's why I'm
Hmm.
like, also us we must learn to stop listening to this guy. This guy, fundamentally, in my opinion, has a problem bigger than football. He seems to enjoy the limelight too much. Like he's acting more like a celebrity than he is a football player, bro.
Then
That's
he must
why,
go be
and people
must
were
go be
laughing, bro.
a model then, because this same thing that happened to Rashford happened to David Beckham as well. Beckham was just good player. For me, I never understand the hype around Beckham. And I think Madrid bought him for the money and everything. Because he's a good player, but man, the way people were making it seem as he's not in that level, man. Honestly, he just had a hype, man. Thanks to people around him.
Just check the comments there, bro.
Yeah, go to your comment, please. Like if you can see, go to your comment, man. Read them out,
Let
bro.
me read, bro. Shout out to everybody. Artifact saying we don't have to talk about Madrid. Wait, let me say that properly in the South African way. Hi, we don't have to talk
Hi.
about Madrid. And then he says, Onana needs to catch bench. Yeah, I agree, bro. And
I
then
agree,
Stephanie says,
man.
big up to Vegeta and Timber. Can't
Big
stay
up to
long,
you. Big
cooking
up to you.
before getting ready for to go to the pub. Ah, big up to you, Stephanie, man. And then
Big
of
up to you.
course, Mark was here just typing, typing, typing. Shout
Mhm.
out to Slaphead. Lol. Shout out to Ten Hag for bringing him back from the abyss. Oh, Maguire. And then what did Mark say? Hey, Max. Oh, he's talking to EXO. Okay. Shout out to EXO, who's also in the chat. And then EXO was agreeing with us. He says the refs do target us. We call them out. They give us decisions for 2 to 3 games, and then it's back to targeting. Hey, but you know what? In 2025, it's worse. It's like they don't even try to give us anymore. They just say, yeah,
They
Vele,
don't
we're
care.
not going to give you. We don't care now.
They don't care anymore.
Oh yeah, the thing I was trying to say is hated, adored, never ignored. I don't know why I forgot that, but that's Man United essentially. And then EXO says Rashford is a celebrity, not a football player. That's true, bro.
Honestly, man. Honestly, man.
Stephanie says Rashford isn't even a lister celebrity. Oh, that's deep.
Oh my god. But do you blame her though? Do you blame her? I don't. I think she's actually spot on, man. Honestly,
So,
I think
so but
that's
that's
she's right.
that's uh, that means he's crap at being famous and he's crap at football. So there's
Mm.
nothing that this guy, even the whole kids thing, does he still do that? He doesn't excel at anything in life right now. This guy,
I think he's still
like you
doing
have
the.
to
I
do
think he's still doing
something,
the
bro.
kid stuff. I think he's still doing the kid. That was where he was making. He was giving them doing the. He made the interview now when he went for the kid stuff.
Bro, I even think
And
that
when
is crap. Bro. Because if you want to do good things, bro, just do them without showing us, bro. Like
honestly,
you know,
man,
the
you
Bible
can
says your left hand mustn't know what your right hand is doing. So if
straight
it's
up.
really about the kids, then you don't have to show us, bro. That one it
Honestly.
felt too much like PR. I don't
It's
know. That's just
that's
me.
what it is, man. That's what I like. It has, even though he was doing it, but it has turned to PR. All of a sudden, it has turned to PR because how do you go to do something for the kids like you're doing and you're having an interview at the same time? It's just a PR stunt, man. Honestly.
It's dodgy, bro.
Now,
But
comment.
Temba, do you think? Sorry, let me
Go
just ask
on.
you a question. Do you think because the one selling point about Rashford once upon a time when people were offering 80, 90 was the brand, because he was the poster boy for United. Do you
Yeah.
think his brand has been significantly affected and that's why teams like a PSG aren't looking anymore because maybe there isn't value in Marcus Rashford the image anymore.
Now, what I
Maybe
would
that's why
say
the
is this.
stocks are on Garnacho.
Like what I would say is right now is that teams now have gone beyond that part, and this is something many United fans don't really understand. Teams out there right now have gone beyond this the sell value or what it brings to the club. Now they are looking for what you bring, your football now. That's what we want. Like PSG on a norm. I believe this is sort of the PSG will do, honestly.
Mm, mm,
But at this point in time, PSG are not that club anymore. PSG now want footballers, which
yeah.
was why they went for Kvaratskhelia. They went for Kvaratskhelia. And we saw right now, Napoli, whereby you will say on a norm is not Rashford's level. I'm not even interested in Rashford.
Mm,
They are rather going for who? Garnacho. Because they can
Garnacho.
see the raw talent. We can actually risk our money with this dude. He's 20. And if we can develop him well, it might be. And I believe if Garnacho goes to Napoli, 5 years from now, they might sell him again for a bigger price.
Yeah,
Honestly.
and he'll kill it, bro. But even Ruben about Ganacho, he was saying the same thing because he said he's seeing the right attitude in the guy. He's
Hmm.
training well. That's why
Hmm.
he's playing more games. He's probably
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
start today, I think. So even
yeah.
Ruben sees exactly what you're saying. So I don't even think Ruben wants to sell Ganacho. So and I think that's the difference because at the time, remember both Ganacho and Rashford were both left out, and people thought it was the
Yeah,
same
yeah, yeah,
situation.
yeah,
On
yeah,
this
yeah.
exact podcast, I said to you, Temba, separate those two things. Because
Yeah, you
I'm
said
telling
it.
you,
Yeah, you said
the
it.
Garnacho thing is not about whatever this guy is going through. This guy's problem is
Hmm.
big. And you're gonna see this one will be back in the team and this one won't be. And look, it came to fruition.
Straight up. It came like you said, man. It happened exactly like you said it. But there's one thing that even Ruben mentioned about Ganacho, he said, like it's just where the other guy, Ruben, speaks. He said, he's not happy with me. And I like it. He's working hard and he's not happy with me. And he says he likes the fact that him is not happy with me. But he's not talking about like brand. He's talking about the game. Like he believes that okay, he should be playing. I bench him. Now he's working harder and he's not happy with me. He wants to prove me wrong. And this is something you want in your team. Which is why and one thing about Rashford is this, man. The sad part of the whole thing is that people now are already living life without Rashford.
Mm.
That is the sad part. The sad part in United fan base right now, but I've seen people now are they like most they start living. You guys lose
They've
games
moved
or
on.
win games, then they
They've
start
moved
living
on, bro.
life without Rashford. They want
But
him
it's good, bro.
gone.
It's
Yeah,
good,
it's
bro. And
good.
that's why I said Ineos making this guy available, even if they can't sell him, is a good step, Timber. Because all of these United players need to come to the realization that even though the fans can love you today, bro, but if you start doing weird stuff like this guy, whether you are
bro,
from the academy or
bro.
you were 80 million, we will forget you like this.
Before
And
you
it's an
say it,
opportunity,
when
bro.
Rooney, when Rooney did not recover from that this thing, when he said he wants to leave, he did not
Yes.
recover the fans anymore. When he lost the fans, he did not recover them anymore.
Yes.
So
And
that's
we
one thing
moved
about
on, bro. We moved
yeah,
on from him, bro. Even if we were not
yeah.
good, bro. Bro, this is an opportunity. It's not a right to play for us. There's
Mhm.
no divine right to play for Man United or for any team. Doesn't matter. In the playing at the highest level is a privilege. A lot of people
Yeah,
who are good at football aren't playing football right now. They are doing 9 to 5 jobs. They wish they could be in your position, and you
yeah.
are taking it for granted.
For
And
granted,
then
yeah.
you wanna play the victim.
Man,
Okay, be the victim. We sell
man.
you. We sing another person's name, bro. You will just carry on singing "Viva Garnacho" because Garnacho is here. You are not.
Straight up. Yeah, straight up. Straight up. And so for people that actually believes Ruben wants to sell Garnacho,
Hi, bro.
because the thing is that I believe Garnacho does not suit a system, but I believe maybe Ruben believes if I work with him one season, if I work with him one season, he'll be able to blend in. I don't think as much
But look
as
at look at the last game already, Timber. Garnacho is
Mhm.
doing things that are not normal to him. He's looking
Yeah,
up. He's
passing the
finding people.
ball,
He would never normally do an assist like that. Garnacho would rather cut
cut
back and
and
try to
shoot.
get the shot. But the
Yeah,
fact that, and I said to people, the minute this guy got rid of the blonde, I said, this kid is locked in. He's serious, bro.
yeah.
Because that I don't like that whole blonde thing. Him and
Mhm.
Phil Foden and these guys do because that's when they think they've made it.
Yeah,
It's only when they change their color of the hair back when I'm like, these guys are. The message is clear. That's
yeah,
why I
yeah,
said to
yeah.
you guys when Rashford was scoring goals against Barnsley, I said, guys, this guy still has this weird brown hair. He's not here, and people thought I was making a joke. I said, no, bro. If
Nah,
this guy
bro.
is serious,
Yeah,
this is me, bro. Whenever I'm gonna make a big change in my life, my appearance change. Whether I
yeah,
lose weight or I
yeah,
cut
yeah,
my
yeah,
hair,
yeah,
that's when
yeah,
you know, oh, this guy is about to do something in his life. So
yeah,
even with Garnacho, the moment I saw that guy, just he stopped doing the lifestyle thing.
yeah,
He's just bruh. He's angry all the time. As funny as that
yeah.
sound, I
Man.
said this kid is locked in, bro. He's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
doing TikTok dancing, nothing, bruh. He's serious. He's here.
It's serious, man. It's
This guy is
serious.
busy. The other one is busy telling us statements. He's doing interviews. And I said, you see the difference? Even Harry Maguire, guys. Remember, Harry went through the thing where he was doing this to just doing this and
Man,
playing.
guys, I
That's the
don't want to
difference.
lie,
Bro.
man.
Telling
You just mentioned a player here, Harry Maguire. Guys, like the hatred, because people talk about what Rashford is going through and be like, no, they are being unfair. Like, bro, man, what Maguire went through, I was still able to keep calm and wait for his time to come. Man, he was stripped of his captain band. Yes, it was a good thing they took it from him because probably that was also um
it was
putting
weighing him down, bro.
weighing him down as well. So it's a good thing. But the fact that he will stay on the bench, not complain, not say anything, no interview done, and just waited for his time. Because people think what Rashford is going through is it's nothing. Chow Many right now, like they went to his inbox, they were inboxing him like, bro, leave the club. If you love this team, leave this club. They were messaging
Bro,
that it was there. Not
England,
this thing. They were
England hated David
mentioning him.
Beckham, bro. After the World Cup, the way he got
Man.
the red card, that bro, do you understand what it's like to have a whole country hate you, bro, and you
Yeah.
must still perform week in week out? That's why I'm like,
Ah,
did United fans get used to these guys being crap to the point where we make excuses for their lack of performance? I'm like,
that is it.
if
That is it,
you
bro.
don't have the mentality, but I'm like, what kind of a man are you in your normal life? Like, I think Maguire is a real man, and his wife takes him serious because this guy didn't act out. He showed leadership. He showed
Yeah.
leadership,
Yeah.
and said, for me, it's leadership, Timber, to stop
Mhm.
crying and to just play and
Yeah.
to show up when you are needed. That for
Yeah.
me is
True.
character and it's leadership, because
Mhm.
your family can look at that and say, Daddy got death threats, whatever. Bro, they were wanting to bomb this guy, bruh.
bro.
and he didn't act out, bro. He just
Bro,
kept
man,
doing his thing, brother. So that's why I'm
man.
like, some of these kids now, and it's because we normalize substandard in
Yeah,
this
and
club.
this is what Esco said we did. He said you guys actually got used to the players being crap. And back to Stephanie said, unless this current crop of players wins a Premier League or USL, can be considered a legend. And
They
I agree
can't.
with you, man, because I've been seeing
They
some
can't.
people saying, Rashford legend. Like, where?
He's not a legend, bro. He's not.
How?
And I'll break it down, bro. When we put Kobe Mano, the statement thing about the kids can be sold, and people lost their minds, I said,
Mhm.
guys, these kids can't be demanding 100K plus. If people want money from now on, the club needs to say, show me your Premier League medal. Don't
Yeah,
tell me about FA Cup. Don't tell me about Carabao Cup. That's the things that teams like Tottenham get excited for because they're not used to winning.
yeah,
This club was built on the prestige of winning a Premier League every other season, bro.
yeah.
Not FA Cup. That's an Arsenal mentality and mindset. There's a reason why they're the record holders. That's their cup. That's what
Yeah,
makes them
true,
excited. So
true.
my answer is yeah, you can't be a legend, bro. You haven't built on the success of your predecessors.
Hmm.
Those guys are legendary because of the achievements, not because they played for United. Yes, they
No.
played for United, but they elevated the club. They they
Hmm.
they 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 added to the tradition. When you go to the trophy cabinet, you can point out the trophies they won. When you look
Yeah.
at the Champions League trophy replica or whatever, I don't know if it's a real one or replica. It's them. It's their names that are etched in history. When we talk about
Fact.
99, even if I didn't see it,
Yeah.
those players who played in that game are legendary for doing something that hasn't been done. Period, bro. So even
Hmm.
when people were saying Rashford is one of the top 10 academy graduates, I said, guys, we can start with the class of 92, and this guy still doesn't get in. We can go into the early 2000s when we had youngsters who won the league for us, still doesn't get in. You can
Uh-huh.
tap into the early 2010s when Fergie was about to retire. These academy graduates who did great things. Some of them didn't make it because the caliber of player what we had was just it was too good, bro.
Yeah.
But to say that this guy who has a purple patch every season, every now and then, I'm like, then you've lost the plot, bro. That's not legendary, bro. That's not
Hmm.
we don't. So Alex didn't get a bloody stand named after him by winning
Yeah.
FA Cup.
No.
He didn't, bro. That
He
guy,
did
you know what
not.
legendary is, Timber? It's when you take a job and your rival has um what is it like or 18 titles,
More
you
than
only
you.
have 7,
Yeah.
and at the end of your career at that
Let's
club
sign on. Yeah.
you won 13 to surpass them, bro. That is legendary stuff, bro. That's the
Crazy.
stuff that people talk about, bro. The fact that there are kids who are born today who claim 99, that's
Yeah.
legendary. They didn't see it. Nobody's
Hmm.
claiming your 30 whatever goals with no title. Nobody cares. People are gonna forget about that, bro. Nobody
Nobody cares, man. Nobody cares. Just like what somebody was asking me earlier, saying if do I think if Son wins a trophy with Tottenham is a bigger legend than can I say yeah? Because I don't think he's a bigger legend because he won
Oh, he's a
something.
better he's a better captain
Uh,
for them because he actually
Harry
lifted a trophy.
Kane does not win anything. So yeah, I think he's a better captain and a legend over Harry Kane though. So
Because he
that
got
was my take
success,
on
bro. At the end of
yeah,
the day,
that's the thing.
that's why when Arsenal fans celebrate second, I say, guys, realistically, do people care in 2 or 3 years that you finish second?
Nobody cares, man.
Nobody care, bro. Can
Nobody
you
cares.
imagine being a fan and you have to point to we finished second, bro? I don't even mention the times we finished. We finished second after Mourinho and Oli.
Man,
We
first
did.
loser.
It's not
That's
something
what
to
it
be
is,
proud
man.
of.
It's not. It's not. Honestly,
That's
that's the honest truth. Now, coming to Vegeta, I want to ask you something because I see what's his name, Garnacho. United rejected a 37 million bid for Garnacho. They were demanding 70 million from Napoli.
Napoli. Those
Now,
guys
I've
are
seen
disgusting.
many people saying we don't sell our youth. We have always had, youth coming from from the academy and everything. But I've sat down to look at those things again, and I don't think there's any truth in it because yes, you guys might have had those kids those days from my academy, but yes, some of them like they didn't make it. They had to leave the club. Like okay, Richardson as well. Richardson was one of them, but he came from this thing. He didn't really blend. He was not able to get the chance. He still had to leave for Sunderland. But now all this thing of saying, no, we don't want to sell. Just the same thing they were talking about Kobe Mino. We can't sell him. It's for the future, blah, blah, blah. But sometimes again, man, top club, you sell. Man City
I
sell
agree.
players. Yes, they might regret it later, but they were selling players. They sold Kopama. They sold Rogers playing
Look at
for
Coleman now.
Aston Villa. They are playing well, yes, but they sold them because people they had, just like you said, the youths that you guys had then can't bench
Mhm.
the players you guys had they cannot get
Fact,
into the team.
facts,
So
bro.
I've seen people, but what I'm trying to say is that no, selling Kobe or selling Garnacho is wrong. For me, what I would say is this, man. I don't think I would say rejecting 37 million pounds for Garnacho was right. I don't think Garnacho is just a player you
Yeah,
want to
Napoli
get for
this,
37.
bro.
I
Yeah.
think is worth more than that.
Yes.
But saying you cannot sell him, that's one I don't want to hear. If there's a
Nobody's unsellable,
possibility,
bro.
if there is a possible of you get maybe 60 million or 50 million, whereby you can use that same amount of money to go and get a very important player you need right now in your team. I think it's fair and it's going to be a full profit. So now, what is your take on United rejecting 37 million for Garnacho, and how much would you? Because I know you believe there is no player that is unsellable. So
Yeah,
how
nobody's
much do you
unsellable,
do
bro.
you think you would take for Garnacho?
Let me answer that in two parts, right? The first part, I understand where United fans come from because of you look at the Busby Babes. We rebuilt the team from the inside. We got some players. I know we got some outside players, but essentially we built a core of young United players that were good, and then we lost them in the Munich disaster. And then we had the
Mhm.
class of '92. So there's always been that element of producing talent internally. Now, in recent history, that's not always been the case. We've always bought from other teams in the Premier League to build winning teams for the
Yeah,
most part, right?
yeah,
That's our recent history. So I get where they're coming from with the young thing, but at the same time, being a United fan, it's like it's an oxymoron. People will say we have to fight PSR, but they don't want to sell assets. You
yeah.
can't
True,
you
true.
can't be running a business where you require liquid, but you're not willing to sell assets to get that liquid. You get me?
Hmm. Hmm.
So you want the club, and this is not the owners because even if the owners had money, like Newcastle,
Yeah,
the rules don't allow them to just inject the money,
yeah,
right? Just like the rules don't allow them to just willy nilly take money out. So
yeah.
it's
True.
I think when people hear PSR, they just think of the spending. It's both ways. PSR doesn't allow them because the whole point of PSR is to avoid the clubs becoming bankrupt. That's
Hmm.
the goal of PSR, right? It's to make money and spend the money that the club makes, and even then have some reserves to save the club
Yeah.
in a situation where maybe you need to liquidate or whatever. So people need to understand that the reason why I say people are unsellable is for two reasons. One, for business reasons. We need to make money to build the squad, right? And
Yeah.
we can't keep complaining that we never sell well, and then when we have an opportunity to sell well, we say no. So
Hmm.
United fans must decide: do you want to sell well? Because unfortunately for you, you can't pick who is valuable to people. Look at Rashford. They said no, we'll go for Kyle Walker. So the market dictates the value
Hmm.
of people.
Hmm.
And if
Hmm.
the market says Garnacho is valuable and not Rashford, but you need to raise money, unfortunately for you, sacrifices need to be made. So that's
True.
why I say nobody's unsellable. But on top of that, guys, we're 15th. I don't know how many times I have to say this. And all the people we're saying are unsellable. Yes, they've got potential, but potential means nothing if it's not realized. Like
Yeah.
has potential only matters when you meet it, when you fulfill your potential. Because how many what do you call these? You know these kids that win like the Young Player Award at the Ballon d'Or or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, yeah,
How
yeah.
many of those players actually fulfill their potential? Because that
Bro,
award says
we just said
they've got
something
the
now.
potential.
You just said something now. You hit it hard now. That you said now. That award, because when you see most of them that have won those award, and you look at them now, not all of them have actually
Not a
been
lot of them
what we
made it.
talk.
Timber.
Like Pedri has not been the person we were thinking we was going to be. Gavi,
Hasn't been the same.
injury has been dealing with him. I think you could say Bellingham has been the more you could say, yes, man, yes, it's on it. And we still need like 2, 3 years to see if that is actually true. But like you just said
Bro,
something now. The other time, even Kiran
Marcelo
Bojan as well. We're talking about Bojan, this, Bojan, the new Messi, blah, blah, blah.
is gone.
Where is he right now?
Martial had a Ballon d'Or close, bro. That's how much
Plus,
they rated him
Monaco.
at Monaco, right? So
Yeah.
even with us, here's what I would say with the second part of the question with regards to the price. 70 for me is maybe a bit much to most people because we haven't seen the best of Garnacho. But
Mhm,
if Napoli think that this kid has the potential and Ruben thinks he has the potential, let's meet each other halfway. Let's put in maybe 65 plus 5 in
mhm,
add-ons. But
mhm.
on top of that, if he's gonna be that good, give us a sell on fee of or sell on fee of like 5% or something. So that
Yeah.
when you sell him eventually for 100 something, we also benefit. So
Yeah.
it's not just business for today, but it's also
True.
for the future.
That's true.
That's the value I'm because Napoli are buying him not based on who he is now, it's who
Mm.
he can be. Even when Dortmund buys a player, Timber, they don't buy the player just purely for his talent now, but they
Yeah.
they think and believe that they can turn him into a valuable asset. Look at
Yeah.
your Haaland, your Sancho's,
Mhm.
Bellingham. Those
Yeah.
kids were bought for cheap and sold for a lot of money. So
Yeah.
when these clubs want to pull up and say 37, you say, hang on, dude. You and I know you want to sell this guy for 100 and something K.
Mhm.
So pay us money, bro. If you
Yeah.
believe in him, and I also think to a degree, Ruben doesn't want him to go. So I think United are also trying to scare Napoli because, come on, these guys, they just got, I don't know, how much was it for Kvaratskhelia, that guy? It wasn't
Was
that
he?
much.
I think it was.
50
It
million
was. I think
pounds
it
or
was 60 something million. It was seven
pound.
something million in euro. But when you convert it to, I think it's around 60 something. I think
Yeah,
64.
bro. And I'm sure they've got other things to deal with. So I think United are also sort of trying to overprice him to
Mm-hmm.
scare because I
Napoli.
feel like they also regret that statement of saying, yeah, these guys are available because I don't see me personally. I don't see Kobe Maino or Garnacho being sold before your people like your Casemiro,
Yeah.
your
Ericsson, Luke
Rashford,
Shaw.
your Ericssons. I think even though we criticize Ineos, I think Omar Barada and his team have their priorities straight for
Mm-hmm.
me personally.
Mm-hmm.
Because I look at the summer, it was a good summer in my opinion. The players they bought are performing. It's the players that they found here that aren't performing, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah.
So, and also those are the people that they're trying to sell, the people who
Mm-hmm.
aren't performing, and
But
they're being.
unsellable. They are unsellable. That's the problem. They are
That's the
unsellable.
issue. So, that's not an Ineos problem. It's a
Yeah.
marketability problem. It's the fact that we gave this guy a 300K plus contract. That's the fault of us. That's where because had we not, bro, that's why I'm like when they were saying Kobe wants 200K. I said, guys, let's learn from Rashford.
Mm-hmm.
What has this kid done to warrant 200K, even 100K? If it's
Come
that
on.
deep,
Ricky.
if his priority is get me 100K or I'm out,
Get him
then
out.
if you are a serious football team, prove Louis Van Gaal wrong. Because remember, Louis Van Gaal accused us of being a commercial club and not
Yeah.
a football. Prove him wrong by saying we're gonna put footballing before
Commercials.
whatever PR. And we're gonna prove it by saying Kobe is one of our best assets, but he doesn't want to be here for the right reasons. Sell
Mm-hmm.
him. As
Mm-hmm.
controversial as that sounds, if the mentality, and this goes for anybody we're going to buy in the future, don't just buy talent, Timber.
Mm-mm.
As crazy as that sound, you have to assess the mentality. Why do you want to come here? Is it the name? Is it
Yeah.
do you feel like you can help us to get to where we want to go? What is your mind? And can you take pressure, bro? Because best believe if you make one mistake, your name
Lord.
is gonna be in the newspapers. Look at flipping Grealish, bro. He's a
Yeah.
bum for 100 million and nobody cares. Look at
Yeah.
Darwin Núñez,
Yeah.
80 or something million. Nobody cares.
Mm-hmm.
You got what I'm saying? So we need to look at characters, bro. And that's why I'm like, nobody's unsellable, bro. It's just that
Mhm.
in this case, 70 mil, I think, is just a scare tactic. Come on, guys, this is business. It's business. And it's
Okay.
also not our business at the same time sometimes to care about these things because we are fans.
Yeah.
This person costs $2 tomorrow. If they perform, I'm happy.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
And for
Nobody's
the
better
right
than us.
price, because for me, I think if they are willing to pay 65 for Garnacho, I sell him because we have seen the same thing in United whereby a player right now was this amount of money, and all of a sudden it is not worth nothing. There was a time whereby Lingard went to West Ham, had the form of his life, came to United. West Ham were willing to pay 30 million pounds for Lingard.
We're taking it, bro.
They said no. All of a sudden, he left the club for free. So sometimes, man, when this like this
But
happen, go on, go
but
on.
you see, Temba, that's the foolishness where I'm like, guys, it's we want to blame somebody so badly. Guys, I'm like, do you hear what Timber just said? That mismanagement from not Ineos, guys, from the
Yeah,
Glazers and the guys, you can't let the Glazers get away with this,
honestly,
because
man.
all of these outstanding transfer fees, these stupid contracts, the fact that the well is dry and we had to go and get an investor who is not really an investor because he's broke, he's a broke billionaire. This is
He's broke, man.
Glazers.
He's broke, man.
These people squeezed until there was nothing left. And these people, it's like, can you imagine buying a building that's half burnt and people expect you to build a flipping HT, that HGTV channel, an
Mhm.
HGTV house in 48 hours? How, Temba? Because
How?
rebuilding the walls is going to cost me money.
Yeah.
Like enforcing the foundations, maybe the fire ruined the foundation, is money. Replumbing is money. It's time. There might be rain that disrupts my building. So
Hmm.
that's why when we talk about patience, it's because there's been so much crap, and also we need to raise funds. So maybe I found a TV that wasn't damaged by
Yeah.
somehow that we found a TV who is Ganacho or Meno and is very valuable. Sell it, bro, because we need the damn money to put a roof on this house. You get me? But that's just me. I don't know.
That analogy is mad, bro. The analogy is mad, man. Oh, and let's go to the chat. Kenny says, "That's it. Call it out. It's a name. All they do is Glazers, and that's
Facts,
the
bro.
honest truth,
These
man.
bloody places, bro.
Paper over cracks anytime, any day. Big up to
They
you, bro.
paint over the cracks, bro. They don't even paper, bro. These guys put paint on the stadium, and then the next time we saw it, it was flooding. And guys, the Glazers, bro. The Glazers have done. When we
Man,
talk about Italian job, we're talking about the Glazers, bro.
I don't know how they keep getting away with this, man. Wait, Vidita, do you see that? Did you see Liverpool turning down 70 million for Darwin Núñez from Saudi Arabia?
No, really,
I'm serious, man.
I
They
should
turn
have
it.
taken it because
They
I
reject it.
think they paid like I think they paid like 80 something, right? 70, bro. Do you know
It was
that's
64
crazy?
million. What they paid was 80, but in pounds, it was 64 million pounds. But one thing is this nice, this man. And this is the same thing they did the same thing with Salah. And that for me, I think they will regret that decision. Not selling Salah for 220 million pounds to Al Ittihad when they came. That was a very, very stupid decision because I'd rather take the money, sell Salah, I go to PSG and get Mbappe for 150 million. Because at that point in time, PSG were willing to sell Mbappe for any amount of money because
Yeah, but in
they
hindsight,
were
bro,
ready.
Liverpool dodged the bullet because that man just disrupts teams, bro. And you know what? That's the perfect segue to go into your team, Temba. Speaking
220
of
million,
disrupting.
bro. 220 million. I'm
Temba,
getting to my team. I'm getting to my team now. 220 million, I would have sold him, man.
I
Honestly,
also would have sold him.
I would have sold
But
Salah.
you see,
I would
the
have sold
difference
Salah.
between us and a Liverpool is that Liverpool have bought well in the past. They've been frugal. I mean, look at what they got for these players and what they've produced. It's not just about buying and then selling at a better price. It's
Mhm.
the return in investment you get, bro. There's a reason why
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
You look at the transfers of Maguire, of Anthony, of
Hmm.
Mount, and it's not
Question
it's
is,
not the
man.
price. The price is that the value we're getting from it in that price. You look at that
Hmm.
80, and look, all respect to Maguire, but you still wonder, is it 80? And look, it's not Maguire's fault. Obviously, this
Yeah,
club was not being run well, but you're not getting that. Whereas you look at Liverpool, they buy Robertson from Hull City for less than 10 million, if I'm not mistaken, and they
yeah.
get for a season they get one of the best fullbacks in the world, bro. And they get a Champions League and they get a Premier League. And the fact that I'm sitting here having to show you via my rivals, it's disgusting, bro.
Big
And so I'm
time.
like, United fans, bro, we, are you guys not ashamed, bro? Where you want to turn your noses at an Mbemo. Yes, Mbemo is not the best thing since sliced bread, but what are we watching in our team that we can say no to that? Temba, let's be. Oh, you, not everybody you signing is going to be CR7, unfortunately.
Honestly, man,
Unfortunately.
it's not. Not. It's not. But Umbuemo, man, I think he's a good player, man. I think he's a good player. But is it a guy
Yeah.
you guys want? Let's see if the manager
Uh,
wants him anyway.
look, I'm
Now,
not going to doubt.
let's get into my team, man, because those guys are just shocking. You know, against Barca, like nobody needed to tell me about the game. When I saw the team sheet, I was like, man, it's gonna be a long day because I've been talking for I don't understand, man. I don't have a badge. I don't have a license for a coaching job or whatever, but I'm able to see something and tell you this thing will not work out. This guy, you've been playing Lucas Vasquez. I have seen Lucas Vasquez played as a right back. I have seen Federico Valverde played as a right back, and I know who I'm going to use every day because Cavaya is out. I understand. How about playing Federico Valverde as a right back? You played the same clown, Lucas Vasquez, in the right back position against Barca. They gave us 4-0 in Bernabeu, 4-0.
Mm.
Two of the goals came from his position. And you still continue to say to be stubborn that you are going to keep playing him anyway. Chaomeni, who is not a center back, because he has done a job for you in some games, you
Mm.
believe to choose him over a kid in Raul Asensio to partner Rudiger. Mendy also, who is another bomb. That guy is rubbish. Like he's rubbish. Like I will play myself over Mendy. I will play myself over Mendy. Like what the like this guy, this man was pissing me off. When I saw the lineups, I was so angry. I was like, man, if this does not work out, I want this clown gone because he's stupid. Like he came and said in the press conference, I am not the most genius. I'm also not the dumbest. Bro, he's stupid. You are being stubborn, doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. Like, what the hell is he even doing? That guy was a clown, man. He was pissing me off. The Mendy he played, also two goals came from his position. Now you are playing a player. Our midfield was open. It was open, like wide open,
I'm not
because
surprised.
you played a defender. By now you had the likes of Valverde and Rodrigo dropping to support him. Now the midfield was open for the taking.
I'm not
Four
surprised.
first half, four.
And this is the second time. This is the same time you guys have left the midfield open. It's like you guys don't learn, bro. The first game, we were watching that game together, Timber, the 4-0. And I said to you, Timber, I said, this midfield is begging for somebody to come and dominate. And then what did
Yeah,
Barcelona do? They put Frankie de Jong and they
the man was
kicked you.
smart. It was smart. It was smart. That was what pissing me off because sometimes, as a manager, when you are watching a game, you are playing the game, watch the game, you should read the game. And that substitution that man did indicated that he was actually reading the game. He could see what you saw in the first half, that this midfield is open. And what did he do? He said, no, I'm going to take out my 10 and put in another 8. Let them play from the wing. I play from the midfield. And it didn't, it worked like magic. It
And
worked
the
like
irony
magic.
and the irony is that your guys' team strength, yes, you've had good attackers in like your Ronaldo, Benzema, and them, but your true strength has always been in your midfielders because you had
That's the
a Tony
thing. Yeah.
Kroos, a
Yeah.
Modric, and 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 you played through
Casemiro.
those guys. bro. And then you want to go from not playing through your midfield
to play from
to
the
with
wings.
and at the same time, one, you don't have the fullbacks to do that because
Oh my god.
w- wide football play isn't just about your fullback. I mean your wingers. It's also your
Yeah,
fullbacks that have
your
to contribute
fullback.
to that
Yeah,
because they are going to be like if you look at what Marcelo did on the left hand side with Ronaldo
Ronaldo.
and
Yeah,
Carvajal, what he does on the right hand side with his winger,
yeah.
you can't play with the width without those guys. So in the face
Let's
of not having those guys, you have to adjust to that. If anything, what we're doing makes more sense for your team as well. To have a back three to protect yourselves because you don't have wingers, right? I mean fullbacks right now.
no, no, no.
And to
The thing
actually
is this, man. Like we a left back, Frank Garcia is a player the manager does not really rate. And if he does not rate you, he keeps playing whatever he's used to. Now, that guy is somebody by whenever he's playing with Vinicius Jr., Vinicius Jr. games become more effective because he knows when to make the run with Vinicius Jr. Because when he passes the ball to Vinny, he becomes available. But this guy called Mendy, I am sorry, defensively is rubbish. Attacking wise, is like I can't even say attacking wise because it's not even there. It's not
mm,
there. Then you
mm,
have this manager keep playing the same thing because you have your days whereby you add the likes of Kamavinga, what's his name, Vinny can do their stuffs on a good day. That
yeah.
game, I'm sorry, in the first 20 minutes, I will take out Vinicius Junior even because he was not even in the game. They kept him quiet. He was quiet. The person that played in that game, the only guy that played, surprisingly, was Mbappe. Mbappe and
But
Rodrigo and
I don't
Courtois.
understand you guys, bro. I wish to a degree because you've got injuries, right? But with Mbappe, he's better coming off the left. If Vini's not working, why aren't you maybe looking for solutions like what City did, where for a season, somebody in that team has to be good enough to play false nine, like a Jude, and maximize what you're getting from Mbappe? Because
That-
sometimes I've seen this with my team,
yeah.
where you've got two people who are good at a position and you're trying to play both of them. It doesn't work. If anything, it's to your benefit that you've got two of them. Because in a game like Barcelona, let's say Vini's having a bad game. Guess what? You've got Mbappe. You should have the ability to say, Vinny, look, this is clearly not the game for you. I'm gonna push this guy to where he's very good, and let's see what he can do. And to a degree, bro, even Rodrigo right now is being taken for granted with the way you guys are playing, in my
It's
opinion.
annoying, man. It's pissing me. That man is just pissing me off. You know what is this, man? So this guy called Ancelotti now. You watch that first half, and the first substitution he made was take out Kamavinga. And I was like, what is this man doing? Just because the guy gave out a penalty. So you believe he was the problem. Then you left the likes of Lucas Vasquez, that two goals was scored from his position. You left Mendy, who was rubbish as well, on the pitch, and you took out Kamavinga. So he is the scapegoat. You took out Kamavinga to bring in Danny Ceballos, who should have started in the first place.
Mm,
Now, you played a formation last year. Because the reason why I said I want Zidane is because Zidane is a guy that will not waste time to drop a big name. This man is too scared to drop either Mbappe or Vinicius Junior. He's too scared. And for me, tonight, I saw an article that says he wants to be more attacking wise. He wants to make some changes. And it makes no sense to me. How is this guy thinking that he needs to make changes attacking wise and not defensively? It's not making sense to me. And there's a possibility that Rodrigo will be the one that will stay. And he will drop. God help that guy. He does that rubbish and doesn't work out. I'm going to go out on him, man. Because this game, yes, it might be Copa del Rey, just Copa del Rey, but I want to win it because, come on, man.
bro, you
Like
Madrid, you
we've been
want to
out.
win.
I want to win everything there is to
You
be
want to
won.
win
Like
everything, bro. But
every game
my
there is.
question,
When I play Barcelona, this is why it's pinning me is that I'm sorry, man. This is my mouse here. My mouse here. I'm playing
mm.
against Barcelona. I want to win the mouse. I'm sorry. I want to win it. As,
Oh,
I'm
dude.
telling you, bro. I am playing Barcelona right now in the cup final, and to win it is this mouse. I'm sorry. I want to beat them and take it.
But
Then you
isn't
have
it?
this man doing rubbish, man. Even
But
this
isn't
guy
it?
called Perez. Perez too is a bomb, man. If I see that guy, I'll burn
I
his
was
house.
gonna get to Paris, but the
It's
first thing I
rubbish.
wanna
That guy is rubbish as well.
the first thing I want to address, Timber, is the manager side of things. Is it not maybe then a mistake to have not pushed for is it Javi in the summer? Because even though he was saying, I want to stay with these guys for another
Yeah,
year or
I want to
whatever,
stay. I want to
I
stay.
feel like sometimes you have to try. I mean, look at us. Ruben said, guys, can I come in the summer? And they said to him, hey, bro,
No,
take it or leave
now,
it. Take it or
now.
leave it. And that's forcing his hand. Do you want
I
the job?
worry. I
or
worry,
not?
bro. I worry, bro. I'm worried. Stephanie and Kenny. I worry. I'm worried, man.
So that's
I'm
the first
worried.
thing. Maybe you should have, because you remember when we got rid of Ten Hag, I said, look, our season's crap, but the benefit of getting rid of him early is that you can bring in who you want early
Yeah,
and still make changes, right? Whereas for you guys, dude, it's almost fib. You could maybe win something with a new manager, but to bring somebody now to new tactics is not even worth
mm,
it to a degree. But it's even more concerning that we haven't heard anything of an agreement has been put in place for the sum. It's almost fair, bro. You should be doing that deal with your new manager because
yeah.
are you sticking with Carlo Ancelotti next season?
Nah,
I don't
no,
think this is the
nah.
squad for him, bro.
You know what that is pissing me off is this, man. Because I've been saying it. I said the team we have currently now, Carlo Ancelotti is not the guy to
It's
do a
not
job
for
with
him,
it.
bro. You
It's not for
actually need
him.
a young, good
It's
manager,
more
bro.
technical team. There are teams I know he can handle. If it comes to like the way United is right now, or Arsenal is now, it will come there. He will sort out the mess that's there and fix it. And that is what he did. Because when Zidane left a mess. First of all, Mourinho left Madrid, left a mess. He came and fixed it, got sacked. Zidane left a mess. He came and fixed it. Now is a time where you need a manager like Zidane, Xavi, and I don't understand why they are waiting for Xavi at the end of the season. And they are saying they want to bring in one bomb called Santiago Solari, who got sacked, losing 8 games in 32 games. He lost 8 games in 32. They sacked him. Then you want to bring the same clown to come and manage my team for the middle of the season? No way. How about you go to Savi, go to Bayern Leverkusen, bro? How much you guys want? We want this guy. Pay the money and get this guy. You are leaving this guy to making an atrocious decision in my team. You are
Yeah,
playing
but at the
like
very
I don't
least,
understand, man.
get a pre-agreement, bro, so that the fans have something. Because you're losing to your rivals. Even Atletico is dancing on your head at the moment.
It's mad, man. Atletico Madrid of all people. Atletico Madrid of all people. Atletico. Yeah, but
And
I got that as a YouTuber we have. You, Box, and Mark, we practically will beat them. Top in the league. Top in the league. Then you have,
but
it's just
also, bro,
mad, man.
I told you about your president, bro, because as much as he's been good for you guys, I said, bro, there was a time where you guys were building properly, in my opinion. I saw you guys buying Chouameni. I said, oh, this is smart because Tony Kroos is getting old. And then you went left and you just decided Mbappe. And I said, why though? Because if you're trying to replace Benzema, does Alvarez not make more sense than the decisions he's making for the team as well? Because now
Yeah,
you don't have a right back for Carvajal. And I say this to people, you need to always have two. Don't be content with having one
yeah,
of a position. That's why when people say, yeah, but we've got Rasmus, I'm like, so what, bro? So what? If Rasmus is good and then he gets injured, then what? So even with
man.
you guys, this
Look
guy
at look
was
at
prioritizing,
look,
he
look
was
at what
so
great
obsessed.
look at what great one is saying. Great ones, you want 2 trophies this season and you're panicking. You could not, bro. I want to
You
win
see,
everything there is. I want to
and
win
this is
everything
why
there is.
this club is so legendary, bro, because they don't do the Netflix special of Arsenal where they say we'll try again, we'll compete next season. They don't
No,
do patient settings, but call themselves a big. Madrid accepts nothing less of success.
bro.
Anything other than lifting a trophy at Madrid, guys,
Sir,
our clubs and Madrid are not the same.
sir.
We have to separate ourselves. This there's a reason why they call them the royal whites. Besides the badge, these people exist in their own stratosphere. They don't. Perez hates losing so much. He wanted to create a super league.
Yeah.
You have to understand. That's how much Perez hates losing.
Come on, man, bro. But it is also part of the problem because this is one thing I don't really
He's
like he's doing right
old,
now.
bro.
This stupid thing
He's
of wanting to
old.
be getting players for free, it's pissing me off.
I
Honestly.
think it's stadium to be
One thing is
honest.
this, man. Lenny Euro should be playing for my team right now. But because you offer 20 million and United were offering 43 million, then to pay in every deal they pay for was 62 million. Now you were like, no, man, it's fine. If they won't take 20 million, we can wait for him to come for free next season. But you never knew United were going to go there and do the deal. Now we have lost out on that. Now, Trent Alexander-Arnold, you know very well that we need a right back. How about get the deal
Mm.
done? No, you are ready to wait for him to run out his contract to come for free. But it doesn't make sense to me. Mbappe came to Madrid for free, but you had to pay the signing bonus to him, 100 million. That is the transfer fee. Because you might say, no, you got him for free, but looking at it, technically, you still paid 100 million for him. So it doesn't make
They
sense. All this thing, it doesn't make sense to me.
probably gave him
Like
shares, bro. Like
the,
PSG, they probably
the,
gave him shares at Madrid.
the fact alone, whereby we had somebody like what's his name? Um Ramos. Ramos could
Yeah,
see all the problem we're going through, the injury crisis. This guy came and offered himself. This same Perez
what
said
did Perez
no.
say?
He said
Because
no.
he's a crackhead, bro.
He
And
said
and
no.
I think Perez
Ramos
is
will
too
play for
obsessed.
free. He will play for free for the team. He said no.
I think Perez is too obsessed with the Galacticos because the first time, even though you guys got great players, it didn't work. If you actually
It did
look at
not
it,
work.
it didn't
It
work
didn't
technically.
work.
The
It did not
whole
work.
Ronaldo thing and them,
It did not work.
I think that was coincidence, in my opinion. I think it was the only time where getting the best players worked out for you guys.
No,
But right
no.
now,
We got like look at you also want to take into consideration the guy that was managing them. And that was why I
yeah,
said it was Zidane that was this guy built that team up, Ancelotti, then left it with Zidane. Zidane went on to win 3 Champions League in a row. Before Zidane lost before Zidane lost 3 games in La Liga, he has like in his tenure at Madrid, he has won 2 Champions League. Before he lost 3 games,
United fans,
he has won two Champions Leagues. So that is the thing. So it worked because you had players that was hungry, like the likes of you know how obsessed Ronaldo is. He wants to win. You had Bale, you had Benzema, they want to win. You have Marcelo. Had that. We did not go from having David Beckham, having Figo, having Zidane. No, we went to having proper players that wants to win. And that was why that Galactico I would not even call it a Galacticos. It was not like the Zidane because we had the better players in the era of Zidane and Figo and then Beckham and them than what we had that won that Champions League. We had a manager that understands how to make subs. We had like when you look at players we had, James Rodriguez could not even get into the team. He was on the bench.
bro, and that guy
Alvaro
was winning
Morata,
like gold.
Alvaro Morata was on the bench. He scored over 27 goals coming from the bench in a season.
United fans, guys, are you listening to this, guys? People are out here winning 2 Champions Leagues in a row. We get happy about FA Cup. I hate my club. It's
No,
ridiculous,
no.
bro.
Yeah, you know what is that? Your fan base, you guys, your fan base, first of all, needs to be united because if there's one thing about my fan base is that one will say sack. It's not just having one person say sack, no, let's keep him. No, when you say sack, it's everybody saying sack. Like I'm telling you now, this guy, sack him. Go and check other people's standard. That is the same thing they're telling you. If he does not win, like even with the fact this the way he's going, I still expect him. Like I
I,
said to you,
I don't have a white flag. Just pretend this is a white flag.
if he
We
wins,
need to get white flags at United.
if he wins a La Liga and wins the Champions League, I still want him gone. I just want him to just live on a
Damn.
high.
That's
I'm telling you,
yeah,
Blita,
but I
like I
get that.
want him to live on a high.
You know what's
That's
crazy,
it.
bro? Our adverts, our gambling adverts in South Africa like to say winners know when to quit. Ancelotti should have known when to quit last
Yeah.
season.
So
Uh,
now he should just win something. If you win Champions League, wins it La Liga, just now, yeah, I'm going. Go. We say thank you. Because me, I'm like, if it's up to me now, tell them guys, just go and get Cyber Alonso for me. Go and get him. Because I know, I think they signed a pre-contract already, but I don't know how true the article was. If they're actually true in that. They said they've said they signed the pre-contract. But man, God. This man is just giving me stress, man. How about just do basics, man? Do basics. But it's not doing so, man. So, but what it is, man, we have to, it's what it is, man. But, Vegeta,
Mm.
we are doing a watch along today for United.
Yeah, Mark was asking me. I don't know.
Now, he
I
said
assume.
he said you're going to be hosting with bot. Let me see. Let me see the chat.
Yeah, I'm packing, guys. I'm moving this week. I can't be watching. I can't be watching watch along. I'm moving to a new house. I need to pack.
Yeah, you need to pack, bro. You need to pack, man.
I
So
need to pack.
you let him know,
At
though.
my
You let
house.
him know.
You can see it doesn't even look like I was packing, but I kid you not. I went to sleep at 1 o'clock this morning,
Yes,
woke up at
bro.
6. I'm
Yo,
tired, bro.
and it's cool. No stress, man. Vegeta, we'll see you. We'll see you when we'll see you because on the watch
Yeah,
along,
bro. I'll watch
I'll
the
be there.
game in the background so that
Mhm.
I know what the heck happened. And
Yeah.
look, bro, one thing I will say about today's game, United, guys. I want to look at the camera this time. United, thank you for what you did, Liverpool and Arsenal. But
Yeah.
don't you dare decide to not do the same thing today.
I know.
Don't keep being purple patch, please. That's all I'm saying, guys. Keep doing what you did, and you'll be fine. If United play the way they played against the other teams today, and actually take the game to the opponent,
Mhm.
listen, bro, we've got good enough players that they can't deal with us if
Yeah,
with the
true.
right attitude.
True.
So I'll watch the game, bro, and then of course I'm gonna have the therapy next Monday, as per normal, to reflect
Mhm.
on that game. And I think there are games on the weekend, right, as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, there should be game on the weekend. I believe there should be
Yeah.
game on the weekend.
So I'll be reacting to everything on Monday. Tomorrow, I'll probably just do like a reaction video to today's game.
Mhm.
So that'll be an offline video, and then yeah, that's my content for the week. The weekend, I'm moving, I'm relaxing. That's me.
Yeah, you have to. You have to, man. You have to. Well, guys, we've wrapped up the show, man. Big up to Stephanie, big up to Kenny, big up to Mark, big up to Esco United, big up to Kenny, Fan TV, big up to who else? Great one. Big up to everybody, man.
Shout out to
Uh
Artifact, my brother, always supporting me,
Actifect
bro.
as well. Actifect, big up to Actifect and William. I can see William right now from your side, man. Big up to everybody,
Ah,
bro.
nice. Big up to Will,
We'll see you
bro.
guys on the next Vegeta show, man. Do have a lovely we'll see you. I might see some of you on the watch along. Big up to you guys. Thanks for watching. Smash the like as well. We'll see you guys in the next one.
It's caught in the crossfire.